Welcome to another episode of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. I hope you're having a wonderful day and things are going very positively for you. I am. I'm glad to see you. Glad you stopped in to check and see what I'm talking about on this week. As always, before I get started, I'd like to give a shout out to my mentor and my spiritual leader, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in this thing called life for 30 plus years. And I tell you, if you don't have a mentor or someone that has been with you for a long period of time, you need to get you a mentor because mentors are invaluable. They can help you, stop you from falling into potholes and falling into situations that they can see are not going to be beneficial for you. So get you a mentor and then pray for them. Lift them up, keep them encouraged, keep them strong in what they're going through because if they're mentoring you, they have others that they mentor and they need to be encouraged as well. So I definitely like to shout him out every chance I get because he has just been that much of a blessing to me and my family. Well, as you can see, my topic for today is vote. The voting machines are safe. I did an episode with Street News Now on the Thursday show, and we started talking about it, and I just felt the need to re-emphasize the fact that voting machines are safe. Okay, they had a whole convention, and it's been called the Defcon Convention in Las Vegas on last weekend, where all of the hackers from all over the world came together and they brought out all the different types of voting machines. And these hackers began the process of trying um, to determine what or if these voting machines can be hacked or violated. And after 3 days of trying to attempt to get into these machines, the outcome was that there were nobody could break the machines. Nobody can hack the machines. So I felt the need to want to try and encourage people who may have question marks in their mind whether or not, well, maybe it's true the machines are, hackable and you can get in there and change votes and things of that nature. Well, they can't. The only thing wrong about these voting machines is the misinformation that certain political parties are putting out there about the machines. But there's nothing wrong with the machines. Machines are not vulnerable. The hackers tried to get into them, and these are the best hackers from all over the world, and they couldn't find anything, any way, no possibility to violate the voting process. So we have major elections coming up in November, the midterm, and I encourage you to exercise your right, your privilege to vote. There are many states that have come forward and tried to put obstacles in the way where, you got to tell them how many eggs is in a dozen of eggs, how many donuts is in a dozen of donuts before you can cast your vote. And those are tricks that were used when they wanted to impede or discourage people from voting back in the 50s and the 60s when, people realized that, more people were voting than they wanted to vote and they couldn't keep control of their local offices. And, I also want to emphasize the fact that the power swing is not always in Washington. The power swing needs to be in your local communities. When you have governors like the governor of Florida, who doesn't care about the people and what their wishes and what their concerns are. He only cares about satisfying the political agenda of the national party, and it leaves people hurting. It leaves people without services. It leaves people without many things that they need to have. We've got major elections in Georgia. Stacey Abrams is running for governor, and that young lady has organized and organized and organized, to help make Georgia a better place to live in. I've talked about Georgia many times before with some of the mindset of the people. They won't even serve black people in certain restaurants. They just, good old boy South, as you might want to say. I was talking with my son who's in Tennessee, and many of the business owners in Tennessee won't even serve people of color. And I told him, I said, son, you behind enemy lines, and you got to know this. And I had to equate to a video game because I want him to understand. Look, this is no joke, man. These people out here really have it in for you. So you've got to get out and vote so that you can try and change your local administration, change your local government, and then make them listen to you, what your wishes and what your desires and what your concerns are. The vote is important, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about it again, but I wanted to clarify without a shadow of a doubt, the voting machines are safe. Every propaganda that they put out about the machines is just that. It's a lie. You do not have to fear that your vote will be changed or something will go wrong with your vote and your voice will not be heard. The machines are safe. Cast your vote. Do what's necessary in order to try and execute a change in your local government and in the complexion of your government in Washington, D.C. I do not believe in all of these old fuddy-duddies that are in Washington, D.C. even know what the will of the people is. They don't know what the will of the people is. They have no clue. They have no idea what it is that what's important to you and I. I don't need a person in Washington, D.C. to tell me what I can't or cannot do, because at the age of 65, which I celebrated last week, I talked about celebrating, and they think they know more than what's best for me than I know for myself. I don't think so. So they only know what's best for them, and they're only concerned about celebrating what's best for them. And, they take the money of the gun lobbyists, and now they have to campaign to say, oh, no, we're not putting any laws in effect for assault weapons. Well, assault weapons are not necessary for hunting. And when the forefathers put together the ability to bear arms, they had nothing to do with assault weapons. Okay? So, the reality of what is really going on, that they have taken money. So we need to change some of our public officials. We need to change some things. We need to make sure that our public officials have our best interests at heart. So I'm not going to rant and rave too much longer, but I just wanted to give you the reassurance that the voting machines are safe. Cast your vote. Your vote is important. Please cast your vote. We need a change. We need to put somebody in office that can work with us and not work with the billionaire lobbyists that are out there twisting their vote into what they want it to be. Okay? So that's my rant for today. I want to invite you guys out to come and hang out with me each and every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on YouTube for my show, Ask Dr. Ron, the live show. So come and check me out. I always have a very interesting guest. We talk about, a lot of topics on that show and primarily what their expertise is. I'm not an expert on everything, but I'll bring you an expert. Also, go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. Check out all of my advertisers. Check me out each and every Thursday on Street News Now on Facebook and YouTube Live. That's where 6 guys and you come to you with controversial conversations and topics straight out of the news, and we bring you our spin on it. And also each and every Saturday, I am here from 12 noon Central Standard Time, bringing you an interesting topic from the desk of Dr. Ron. Once again, go over to my website. You can make contributions on every one of these links that are available for you to contribute. I thank everybody that has made contributions. Please continue to do so. Your money is appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share while you're here. Don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button, and every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. You have a wonderful day. Talk to you on tomorrow when I do my Black History Moment. So don't miss that as well, right here on YouTube. Love you. Take care.